All right, here we go with week 6. These weeks have just felt like they've been flying by. Um, and there's been so many good games too. Like this is up there for one of my favorite seasons all time because it's been crazy. Now, obviously, we're only 6 weeks in, but right now, I mean, week 3 is probably my favorite week for the first time in a while. For the first time, couple of years, I probably would say. Um, there's just so much. I feel like almost every week. Um, I mean, they've been upping each other. The weeks have been upping each other almost every week. It feels like there's always something crazy happening going on. I didn't cover the John Gruden stuff because I know how controversial that is for some reason. Um, but I mean, outside of that, like there's been a lot of good crazy stuff too that's happened. But jumping right into it, Thursday night football tomorrow night. Tampa heads to Philly. I think this will be better than. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be a decent Thursday night game, honestly. Philly obviously coming off of their win against Carolina. I thought Carolina was probably a top 10 team, and now they've lost 2 straight. But the fact that Dallas beat Carolina and then Philly beat Carolina, that's pretty crazy because Dallas came out and just, I mean, they basically just beat up on Philly. What was that, week 3? I think that was week 3. So the fact that Philly also came out and was able to beat them, I think this it'll be okay. It'll be an okay game. I have Tampa winning, but I would not be surprised if Philly keeps this close. I feel like New England showed the rest of the league the blueprints to beat Tampa and Brady. I mean, they could have. If they would have win for it on 4th down, I mean, Tampa may have lost that game. But I think that the blueprints are there, and I think Philly will keep this interesting. But I'm going with Tampa. I just think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. Then we have Miami and Jacksonville, 2 Florida teams here, 2 top 10 contenders for the draft. Miami's probably going to be a top 10 draft pick this year, especially with Tua out. I am going Miami. I didn't. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. I don't know what to think here. I mean, Jacksonville could potentially somehow come out and look good. It is Miami. But I think Jacoby Brissett would just help Miami win. This will probably be a close game too. So I could honestly just see Jacksonville winning. I really could. Then Kansas City heads to Washington. You got all that drama in Washington too with the FBI and all that crap that's going on there. They got searched and whatnot. I think that was week and a half ago or something. And that's what led to John Gruden being fired. Was they were investigating Washington and just found all these emails. so it's really Washington. No, I'm kidding. I am picking Kansas City here, but I am hesitant because if Kansas City loses this game, you fall 2.5, 3 games behind the Chargers, who lead. And obviously, I don't know what the Raiders are going to look like right now. So there's potential Denver could sneak in as a 7th seed over the Raiders after the Raiders are. I don't know what they're going to look like. I'll talk about them here later on. But if Kansas City loses to Washington, I mean, again, it's going to be very hard to claw your way back in. I mean, we're only 6 weeks in, so this isn't week 14 where it's like, okay, a loss here means your playoff chances are gone. But it's going to be a lot harder when you're 3, 4, 5 games back. So I think this is basically this is one of those must-win games for Kansas City as of right now. I think you got to get, if you want that momentum, got to get back up there. So I'm picking them, but, I'm nervous too because I don't know what Kansas City is going to look like. Their defense is trash. It really is. And Mahomes can't carry them anymore. So, but, it's Washington. Washington's defense does not look good. So if they show up, they show up. If they don't, Kansas City wins this. Probably in a shootout. So, then the Rams head to New Jersey to face the Giants. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say here. The Rams are going to win this game. Giants had like 5 people go down against Dallas or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, Giants may not win another game for the rest of the season. So, then Houston heads to Indy. Indy completely collapsed on Monday Night Football against the Ravens. They had that one, and the Ravens came back. It was a 19-point deficit and won. So, yeah. They're facing Houston. Houston looked okay, I guess, is the word I would use against the Patriots. They almost beat up the Patriots and beat them last week. So, I guess Davis Mills is getting comfortable there. So, I wish him luck because, Houston is not we all know what's going on with Houston right now. So, but I am picking Indy to win. I think this should be a bounce-back game for them. Then Cincinnati heads to Detroit. I paused for a minute when I was picking, and I'm like, do I go with the upset? Do I say I want Detroit to win? Obviously, Detroit is 0-5. They've been in a lot of games, a lot of tight games. 2 times you lose off a field goal. It's just, I wanted to pick them. But I went with my gut, and I said, I'm just going to pick Cincinnati. It is in Detroit. So, Dan Campbell is going to turn the ship around and get a win sometime soon. So, I would not be surprised if it was against Cincinnati. Again, Cincinnati did look very good, except, towards the end of the game, both the Packers and Cincinnati. Both teams should have lost. Like, but both teams just, it got terrible towards the end there. Packers could have lost too last week against Cincinnati. We could be talking about a whole different thing. But I'm picking Cincinnati right now. I feel like Detroit is going to get a win one of these weeks. Obviously, they're going to be probably a top 5 draft pick. But, I mean, I think Dan Campbell will do good. I think he will right the ship eventually. That starts with getting a win. And I think, again, one of these weeks coming up, I think he has a chance to somehow, some way. So, I would not be, I would expect it soon, honestly. So, then Green Bay heads to Chicago, the longest rivalry in the history of the NFL, and in my opinion, the best rivalry in all of sports, every sport. Green Bay, Chicago, best all time in my opinion. Aaron Rodgers going up against Justin Fields in Soldier Field. I mean, this is going to be a fun game. I can't wait to watch this. It's going to be a really fun game to watch. I have Green Bay winning. Please do not be on field goals. I want touchdowns, please. I can't handle that. I don't want to go to the hospital because we've missing 6 field goals. I don't, please just score touchdowns. I don't care what you have to do. I need a week where we put up 50 points. Please. Oh God. That's not gonna happen because we don't blow people out. Packers are probably. I think Packers will win close. But if this comes down to a field goal, I don't. Just don't let it come down to a field goal, please. Just don't. I can't take it anymore. And I'm not the only one. No. See, it's already killing me. I'm already dying. Anyway, so next, Chargers head to Baltimore. Holy crap. I almost put this as my game of the week, and then I saw the 325 games, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. You can obviously see who was game of the week. But this is going to be a very good game. This may steal the show from the Cardinals-Browns game. It may. It honestly may. And this is a noon game, I believe, so there's potential it could. Best of the noon game, best of the week, potential best of the year so far. There's potential for that. I have LA winning in a shootout. I'm going to say 80 points in total between both teams are going to be put up. So it's going to be around the 40s. I was thinking 35 or 42-35, but I'm like, that's not 80 points. So we'll go 38-42. That's what we'll do. I'll go with that. How about that? We'll go 38-42. Chargers win a crazy game. It's going to be it's going to be high scoring because Lamar Jackson is looking like an MVP type candidate right now. I think Kyler Murray still has that on lock right now, but I think Lamar Jackson could steal the show. And there's potentially he's, could come out and win MVP. So, but I am picking the Chargers this week. I think Herbert's just good. Chargers are probably a top 5 team right now. They probably are. So I got to go with them right now. But Baltimore's a top 10 team. You can't just, they're a top 10 team right now too. So both teams are very good. Then Minnesota heads to Carolina. I wanted to pick Minnesota here. I thought I probably should. That's what my gut was telling me. I thought, Minnesota's probably going to win this. Maybe by 4 or 5 points in the end. But I decided to go with Carolina because I don't think 3 times in a row Carolina is going to lose. Dallas, top 5 team. Very good team. They were playing with them most of that game. So, I get that loss, but you lose to Philly. I don't know. I feel like, you're going back home. Or wait, were they home last week? I don't know. They might have been home last. Okay, maybe. Well, I'm going to stick with my pick. I think Carolina will beat Minnesota. I think they right the ship, and I think they get another win here. So that is my pick. Then Arizona heads to Cleveland. Oh my God. This is going to be one of the craziest games potentially of the year. This may be a potential game of the year candidate already. We're still 4 days out from the game, 5 days out, whatever. This is going to be one heck of a game. This really is. I am picking Cleveland. It is in Cleveland. So I am picking them at home. I think that crowd is going to be crazy. I think Arizona is going to end up losing the first time for this year. Arizona's still probably a top 3 team. I'd probably put them at number 2, right behind the Bills. I think the Bills are the best team in the NFL right now, but I'd probably have the Cardinals right there at number 2. But that running game was crazy. Browns played a very good game, and they still lost to the Chargers last week. So I think they're going to go back home. You got Arizona coming in. It's very, very, very hard to stop that running game that the Browns have. And, that's going to chew clock. And then, Kyler's either going to have to go quick drives or, it's just not going to work. And Arizona's going to lose that way because the Browns just control the clock. So this is going to be... This could potentially be a shootout. I guess there could potentially be a lot of points. 50, 60 points put up in total between the teams. It's very possible. This could either be a very defensive game, a lot of ground game, or this could be Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray shooting out, or doing a shootout I should say, actually. God, I can't wait. I hope I get this game. I don't know if I do, but I hope I get this game because this game is going to be crazy good. So I'm picking Browns at home. Then Raiders head to Denver. This is going to be one of those weird games. Obviously, there's an interim head coach now for the Raiders. Denver. Denver is who I thought they were. I knew they weren't good. A lot of people are hyping them up. It was 0-9 combined after week 3. And obviously the Jets have won. Giants have won a game. And Jags have not yet. But, it's still, I mean, you lost to Raiders and then Pittsburgh. Yeah, it was Pittsburgh last week. So, I just think, Denver will win this because I just don't know. I don't know how to feel about the Raiders right now. I really don't. And I want to see them in action with this interim head coach first. So I'm picking against them. If they win, they win. If they lose, I don't know what to think about them right now. But it's in Mile High, so I am picking Denver to win this game. Then Dallas heads to New England. New England coming off a scary win versus the Texans. And Dallas coming out, beating up. They just decimated the Giants last week. So I got Dallas here. I guess there's potential that New England could figure out how to slow down Dak. Obviously, it's Bill Belichick, so you never count them out. But I got Dallas winning 28-20. I think I'll go with there. I think it'll be an 8-point game at the end. So yeah. Then Sunday night, Seattle heads to Pittsburgh. This is Geno Smith leading Seattle into Pittsburgh versus Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers coming off a win. Ben Roethlisberger actually looked better last week against Denver. But I'm picking Seattle on the road. I think Geno Smith just looked way too good. He played pretty good against that Rams team and almost led a comeback. Almost. But, I think the Steelers, it'll be a good competition to see, obviously it's not Aaron Donald on the other side, but it's TJ Watt, who I would say is probably top 3 right now, I guess. Well, I guess they're in different positions technically too. So, but for someone on the defensive line, I guess let me just say at rushing at the QB, I guess we can do that. I think TJ Watt is up there. Obviously Aaron Donald is just too good, but I think Seattle will figure out how to hold off TJ Watt in that defense, and Geno Smith will win his first game since 2017, I think. Was the last time he played, so I see him winning this game on the road in Pittsburgh. And then we have a Monday night. Buffalo heads to Tennessee. Josh Allen and they're just on a roll. Buffalo's just on a roll right now. There's no one better than them. Tampa's not better. Kansas City's not better. I would say the Rams are not better. I would say Arizona's not better. I would say Dallas is not better. Green Bay's not better. I would say, Buffalo is just, they're just that good. they're just very, very good. You just beat up the Chiefs too. So, I think Buffalo has this. Though, if Tennessee were to win this game, it is because of Derrick Henry, because Tennessee is chewing up that clock and keeping Josh Allen on the sidelines. Forcing them to, you have to do quick drives, quick decisions. So I think that's the way Tennessee can win. You just, you feed Derrick Henry. He just, the father of the Jags. But I think if, Tennessee can't do that, and I think the Bills defense is going to be, they're going to prepare for Derrick Henry too. So I just see Buffalo winning this. But again, if Derrick Henry goes off, Tennessee's going to have a chance in this game. So those are my picks for Week 6. I will come back later this today, and actually I'll have my recap for Week 5, seeing my record for last week and whatnot. So for now, like the video, share the video around. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.